Hello dears, welcome back to the latest news update from Spain and our sunny Benidorm's region. Today we are in the heart of the triangular square here in Benidorm. There's a lot of movement there behind me, and we are below this giant ficus tree to discuss everything that's basically going on. And there are a lot of new information that will be very useful for a lot of you guys who are willing to come here to Benidorm. So let's start today's update. First of all, let's talk of course about the situation shortly. The amount of cases is more or less the same without no major changes, approximately 49,000 cases every single day. And the index has dropped right now up until 1,461 points per every 100,000 people. A lot of the regions are easing the measures and basically are leaving behind just a few of them, which is a mask on the inside, the green certificate in some of them, which is the most important news for today's video, and the social distancing. That's basically it. Galicia today, which is on the north part of Spain, has recovered the schedule for the hosteleria, which is basically bars, restaurants, cafeterias and nightlife as it is. Balearic Islands, starting from this weekend already, do not have the green certificate, so it's not required anymore to access all different kinds of fun stuff in the island. And the best news comes from our Valencian region, our lovely region. The president of it, Chimo Puig, has announced publicly that starting from 1st of March, so 28th of February, will be officially the last day that the green certificate, the vaccination certificate, will be obligatory in here, which means that starting from 1st of March, all those of you who are coming here will not need to present it basically anywhere that you go. You will not need to present it in the hotel, in the bar, in the pub, in the nightclub, in the cafeteria. Like literally everywhere you go, it's not going to be necessary to show it anymore, which is a huge relief for a lot of people. And I'm sure as soon as tourists will know that it is the case, they will start booking from the 1st of March, because a lot of people were waiting for this measure to disappear. And personally, right now, I'm also one of those who thinks that it's not giving you any extra protection. It's not giving anything. A lot of experts here in Spain say that basically this is the authorization to spread it, you know, because that you're vaccinated this certificate does not give you anything basically. It just shows you that you got the vaccine, and that's basically it, or a PCR test or an antigen test, or you've had it. That's it, not more than that. So it does not give you any extra protection. The only thing it was giving us basically is the decrease in people consuming in bars, restaurants and cafeterias, which finally will disappear starting from the 1st of March. News is also coming from Canarian Islands. In Canarian Islands, they only ask right now the green certificate for national tourism, but do not ask it for the international one. Only a few other regions still have the green certificate obligatory, which is Andalusia, for example, in Galicia, Aragon, Navarra, and that's basically it. The most like touristic areas, except for Andalusia, already have declared that it's not going to be obligatory, which is just amazing news, due to the fact that the summer season 2022 is almost near us and is almost here already, knocking on the door. So this is basically what's going on today. The next news that I wanted to share with you all comes of course from our lovely Benidorm town, about the hotels in here. As you all know, and if you don't know, you're about to know it, but I'm sure if you're coming from UK, you already know what this thing is all about. Our region has officially said that, well, in general, Spain has officially declared that all children under 18 years old do not need to have an obligatory vaccination to be able to come to Spain. Before it was the case, so from 12 up until 18, children still needed to have 2 doses, so a complete vaccination passport. And children less than 12 did not require it. But families with, let's say, a 7-year-old and a 14-year-old already had an issue, which is why a lot of people were canceling their holidays here and looking for let's say, countries with less restrictions than we did have in here. However, it's about to change, because starting from today, which is 14th of February, by the way, Valentine's Day, starting from today officially, all children under 18 years old do not require the complete vaccination. If they have it, it's totally fine. You can travel with that. But if it's not the case, The only thing that they will need is the PCR test, 72 hours PCR test to be able to travel here. Since adults are basically vaccinated, you won't need to spend the money on that. But for a child, if he's not vaccinated, this will be the case. Still, it's a very, very good news because, you know, it's a white week, you know, it's holidays in UK. So a lot of people decided to travel on these dates, and our region is slowly recovering. And they think that this measure will be a huge help and will make a big difference when people will be coming or choosing if come or not to our lovely Benidorm's region. By the way, right now, very, very important news is that British tourism in general is increasing once again. During pandemics, it has been switched more towards national tourism, and a lot of French, for example, were coming to the area due to the fact that it's very close to the border, so they were coming here without no major issue since it's European Union. However, right now, British tourism is taking its force and it's coming strong back again. We have approximately 40% of all the tourists here in Benidorm are from UK, basically are British, which is great news. It's turning back again. Everything is becoming slightly more alive than it was, so it gives us a huge hope for this summer season 2022. And for all those of you who will be coming to Benidorm and would like to rent a car or are coming with your own one and basically have doubts on where to go, if you will be able to find some space to leave it here or not. If you're not willing to leave it at a hotel and pay a big fee or leave it in a parking lot, like a paid closed parking space, there are some other options. In summer, it was usually very, very difficult and complicated to find a free parking space here in Benidorm. You know, I've struggled with it a lot. When I was coming to film to Benidorm on weekend, I could not find space and I had to return on a next day, actually. You've seen it in a few videos of mine. So it was very, very difficult. Even private and paid parkings were just collapsed, especially in the month of August. So right now, Benidorm is creating more parking space in order to help people, and those who are not living in Benidorm are coming here for work purposes or as tourists, to be able to leave their car somewhere for free. So what they did is they've almost done making a huge parking lot for approximately 3,000 cars, which will be basically done and fully functioning right before summer season, the new summer season this year. And this parking will be free, as I've said, right on the entrance to Benidorm. If it's going to be good or bad, it's hard to say because it's in a very difficult place. Remember where I've showed you the bus station? It's approximately in that area, however, on the opposite side. And it's just something that I don't think tourists will be doing unless there will be like a very, very good public transport and bus regularly going from that area towards Benidorm Center. Because tourists are basically moving, always walking, you know, and it's not something comfortable, let's say it like that, to do. For example, you want to leave your car nearby, go have a nice drink, go eat, and then you won't be going back all the way to the beginning of Benidorm, basically up to the hill to pick up your car. It's not something comfortable unless you're staying here for a long time and you are 100% sure you won't be using your vehicle up until you will be departing. So I'm not too sure if that's a good place they've chosen for the parking lot. However, I do feel that Benidorm needs this space desperately, at least somewhere. It would be good if they would do it somewhere here towards the center. Maybe it will be the case, we will see, but at least so far 3,000 more of a free space for vehicles will be available for this season. So if you're coming with a caravan, like a big vehicle, for example, this will be an ideal place to store it. There'll be cameras as well, so it's quite secure. Here in Spain, it's like really secure to leave your vehicle on the street. This is a good option. Will it be used as much? We'll see this summer. Now let's talk about the weather. Right now, those of you who will be coming towards Benidorm or Costa Blanca region in the next following days or during this next week, what you will see is just a lot of sunshine, because here it's not going to be raining. It might be partially cloudy, but usually this is the weather that you will see. Blue skies, not as much of a wind, and definitely no rain at all. This is actually a big issue right now in Spain. We are lacking of rain. There's extreme lack of rain right now, so we basically don't have a lot of water left in the places where it's usually stored to be able to provide the region with the water it needs. So it's starting to become a very, very bad issue. On the north parts of Spain and slightly towards the center, you'll see that there might be even snowing and raining, so they don't have this problem at all. We do here on the Mediterranean area and south parts of Spain. Here it's going to be sunny, nice and warm. Speaking about warm, there's going to be very, very nice weather, and the temperatures have increased actually in comparison to what we've used to have. And personally, I don't think we'll be seeing any snow this year in the mountains on the back of Benidorm as we used to do all the previous years. In Benidorm today, we expect to have approximately 20 to 21 degrees. In Alicante, 21, Granada, 16, Malaga, 22, Sevilla, 19, Madrid will have approximately 13, Murcia will have around 21, Balearic Islands 16, Canarian between 20 and 23, and Valencian will have approximately 21 degrees today. I hope you enjoyed watching today's news update. Wish you a lovely, lovely day and greetings from the sunny and lovely Benidorm. Bye everyone.